Okay, this question says that a famous singer recently won. So this singer won a lawsuit against an advertising firm. Okay, so it won a lawsuit for using another singer in a commercial. Okay, so this advertising firm used another singer in a commercial to evoke the famous singers. So this famous singers well-known rendition performance of a certain song. Okay, so let's say this famous singer is, let's say, Michael Jackson. So this guy has given some well-known performance of a certain song, and now these guys are using, let's say, not MJ but NJ to evoke that performance or to give a performance that is very similar to this guy's performance. Okay, so this MJ has filed a lawsuit, and not only filed, now he has won the lawsuit. That okay, that this firm really cannot use another singer to really give a very similar performance. Okay, so as a result of this lawsuit, advertising firms will stop using imitators in commercials. Okay, saying they will stop using imitators. If you think about it, right, this singer is essentially acting as an imitator because he's giving a performance that's imitating the performance of this famous singer. So now we are saying that advertising firms will stop using imitators in commercials because this guy won a lawsuit. Okay, therefore advertising costs will rise. Okay, since famous singer services cost more than the services of their imitators. So right, of course, if MJ is a famous singer, to hire MJ is going to be more expensive than to hire NJ, right? So now we are saying, okay, since advertising firms are going to stop using imitators in commercials, so probably they'll need to use the famous singers now. Their cost will rise because these guys cost more than the imitators. So this is the argument. Now the question is, the conclusion above is based on which of the following assumption? The conclusion is that the costs are going to rise, and the support is that these guys services cost more than the services of the imitators, and now advertising firms are not going to use imitators, right? Essentially the point is that probably they're going to use the famous singers, so by replacing imitators with a famous singer they are going to have more costs. Okay, option A says most people are unable to distinguish a famous singer rendition of a song from a good imitator's rendition of the same song. Okay, so most people are not really able to figure out whether it's a famous singer rendition of a song or a good imitator's rendition. So good imitator is actually doing a good job because he's giving such a close performance that most people are not able to distinguish whether it's a famous singer performance or a good imitator's performance. Now, in assumption question, the first thing we need to figure out is whether it strengthens the argument. Now, it's just saying that people are not able to figure out, right, that the good imitator's performance is very, very close to the performance of the famous singer. That's fine. But what impact does it have on this argument that the advertising costs are going to rise because now we are going to not be able to use imitators and famous singers cost more than the imitators? It does not have any impact. So it's a no impact statement because it just means that good imitators are doing a good job in imitating the famous singers. But the whole point that the costs are going to rise is still there. Okay, so this has no impact, so it can be rejected right away because it's not strengthening. Then we look at option B. It says commercials using famous singers. Okay, so now we are talking about commercials using famous singers, right? In our case, in the argument, we were using imitators. So now we are talking about commercials using famous singers are usually more effective than commercials using imitators of famous singers. Okay, so essentially it's saying there is a benefit in going for famous singers in the commercials. that they are more effective. These commercials are more effective than commercials using imitators. Okay, so they are more effective. So there is a sense. But what about the argument? The argument is that the rising costs will rise because of the reasons. The point is still there. The costs are going to rise because we are going to use famous singers. Now, famous singers are more effective or they are not more effective. Still, the point remains the same, that now there is a legal problem. We can't use imitators, right? So, this also has no impact. Option C. The original versions of some well known songs are unavailable for use in commercials. So the original versions of some well known songs are unavailable. Okay, so these some songs, the original versions are unavailable for use in commercials. So what's going to happen in those cases? So the original versions are unavailable, so probably we need to use imitators, and now we can't use imitators, so we need to use the famous singers, right? If these are unavailable, so probably we need to do it live. It's not a original version is not available, so we need somebody to really sing the song. So now we can't use imitators, right? And so now we need to use the famous singers. That then the whole point remains the same, that yeah, the rising costs will rise. So is it strengthening the argument that some songs are unavailable? So yeah, if the companies need to use those some songs specially, then they need to get the famous singers, right? At least this option is not available, that they can just play the original version in the commercial and not use anyone. So to a tiny little extent, it may be strengthening. So let's now negate it. So once we get to know that an option is strengthening the argument, we negate it and see whether the negation breaks down the argument or not. So the negation of this will be the original versions of all well-known songs are available, right? So the original statement is the original versions of some well-known songs are not available. So the negation will be the original versions of all songs are available. Okay, so the original versions are available. So what? So now we don't need to use famous singers at all? No, that is not the case, right? That's a jump to make, because in any case, it's not saying that the original versions were not available when we were using imitators, right? Of course, some companies may use just the original versions, let's say, without using any imitator or the famous singer. But some companies may choose to use imitators, and now they can't use imitators, so they'll need famous singers. So still the argument holds on negation. Okay, so the argument still holds that whichever company wanted to use imitators now cannot use imitators, so the costs are going to rise. Now the original versions are available now, all songs are available. That's fine. Just, in any case, these original versions would have been available even before, but they were still using imitators, right? So it doesn't break down the argument. So option C is also out. Option D, advertising firms will continue to use imitators to mimic the physical mannerisms of famous singers. So it's saying they will actually continue to use imitators. It's going against the line of reasoning, right? The argument was saying they will stop using imitators in commercials. Option D is saying they will continue to use imitators to mimic physical mannerisms. Okay, so they're probably not asking them to sing these songs, but they're just asking them to mimic the physical mannerisms. But first of all, this is not even aligned, right? We are saying they will stop using imitators at all, and now it says they will continue to use. So definitely, it's not strengthening the argument, right? So it has no impact. It's not really weakening also, because the point is still, to sing the song you need the famous singer, right? So you just are using them for some purpose to mimic the physical mannerism, but still the point is we still need to sing the song. So this really has no impact. It slightly goes in the negative direction because it's going against this point that they will stop using imitators at all. Okay, option E. The advertising industry will use well-known renditions of songs in commercials. So they will use well-known renditions. Okay, so they will use in future also, right? It's a futuristic statement. So if they use, now they can't use the imitators, so they'll need to use famous singers, so their cost will rise. So it's strengthening. Okay, because it tells us that they are going to use. So if they're going to use, then they will need famous singers, and then the cost will rise. That supports. Now if I negate it and say they will not use, if they don't even use those well-known renditions, in that case they don't need famous singers also. Right? They can't use imitators because of this lawsuit, right? But if they don't even use well-known renditions, then they probably don't even need famous singers also, right? Probably they are now going to use something else, right? It's like the lawsuit has banned the use of imitators, so they say, okay, so now we are not allowed to use imitators, but we'll not even have these well-known renditions, so we'll not even use famous singers, right? That's a point being discussed here. So if they don't use these well-known renditions, in that case the costs are not going to rise. So that will break down the argument. So option E is the answer.